Hello everyone, Steve Elliott here again with another video. This one I've been waiting to do for a while. It's in Procreate 4. I've been very excited about this program coming out. I really wanted to get hold of it because of the blending brushes. I've done a few pieces in Procreate before, but the default brushes weren't really working for me. I've done a few drawings rather than paintings and they were okay, but I really wanted to get hold of those blending brushes. That's probably why I've been working more in Art Rage, because they've got those sort of watercolour and oil painting brushes which more suits my style. So really excited to get into this one. This is actually the second painting that I've done using these brushes, because the first one was a commission. I couldn't really record a video of that, so I've got that one out of the way, and this was the first one that I could do, that I could record. I've recorded it in two ways. One is the sort of speed drawing thing that's available in Procreate, and that's what I'm using here, but I also used the new ISO 11 recording feature in the iPad Pro, which worked really well. The problem I'm having is getting the actual videos off of my iPad onto a PC to edit. I could edit them on my iPad using LumaFusion, but the problem with that, I couldn't speed them up quite fast enough, and I was left with a really long video. So I've opted to use the speed drawing that Procreate produces, and I've added a few little extra bits in to help along with it. So as usual, I sort of covered the ground with a colour, sort of a mid-tone colour to get me started, and I've waded into the skies, and I have to say I really love these blending brushes. They really are excellent. I've only used two brushes in the whole of the painting. That is the oil painting brush and the turpentine brush. So the background that I put on first, I used the turpentine brush for that. I've used the oil brush or the oil painting brush for most of the painting, and then I've gone back into the painting and put glazes over the top of that, especially into the sky, using the turpentine brush, and I took the opacity down really low, just to put sort of, and I created a new layer, so it was just like painting over a dry painting, putting a very thin glaze over the top of the finished painting, which I really liked. Anyway, this painting comes from a walk I went on with my daughter. She's recently had a premature baby who's doing very well, but she had a bit of a rough time, and we decided to go for a walk. So we went walking around a local, a footpath around the village she lives in, and it's sort of late summer, early autumn. It was getting on in the afternoon, and the sky was absolutely tremendous. The light was perfect. It was really strong sunlight. There was long shadows. If you look closely in the photo, really zoom in, you'll see my daughter walking with her dogs. She's got two pugs. We had an absolutely fantastic walk. We stopped off at a pub. We had a glass of beer. No, we didn't. We had a glass of Coke, actually, because I was driving. So we had a Coke each, and then we continued to walk. We walked along the canal, and I took a few photos. And this is one of the photos that I took. Really glad I did. Simple composition, really, just a little farmhouse, a few trees. I had a lot of fun working on this in Procreate 4 using the oil brushes. As I said earlier, I've only used 2 brushes in the whole of this painting, and that is the oil paint brush and the turpentine brush. Both of those can be found in the artistic palette. So I've put a thumbnail on the screen to show you where those brushes can be found, and I've sort of superimposed one on top of the other, so you won't be able to select both the brushes at the same time in Procreate obviously, but here I've highlighted them both so you can see the 2 brushes that I've used. Those of you that have been watching my videos will know that I'm into palettes, and I like to create palettes to use within a painting. I don't like to use the colour wheel and select colours off the millions of colours that you can select. I like to create a limited palette of a few colours. That way I can create harmony across the whole of a painting. I will put a link in the video to a video I created showing you how you can make a palette by using a painting from one of the old masters, which worked out rather well. In this case I'm using a palette that's native to Procreate. It's actually default in there. Well, it's not the default palette I don't think, but it's called New Drink. So again, I put a thumbnail up there to show you that all the colours I've selected have been from that palette. I have used the slider to lighten the colours in cases and make them darker, just to add a little bit more contrast to the painting, but apart from that they are the only colours that I've been using. Here you can see I'm putting a transparent glaze over the sky. For that I'm using the turpentine brush. I've got the opacity really low. I'm working on a new layer on top of the sky and just brushing in colours and blending them off as I'm going to get that sort of nice translucent effect. If you like this video, please give me the thumbs up. It means a lot and helps me out a lot. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, because I've got lots more videos that I want to share with you. Thanks a lot for watching, and hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.